not sure if you saw this, but Donald Trump just said of Barack Obama, he made a big mistake. What was he talking about? Barack Obama just casually released classified information on a podcast interview earlier this week. Let's have a listen. So it turns out your crazy uncle and all of his conspiracy theories on UFOs and aliens, well, he might have been correct. This is what Barack Obama had to say. And again, this question from this interviewer came out of nowhere, so it totally caught Barack Obama off guard.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51?
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
So casually admitting that aliens exist and that UFOs exist. And you saw him get a little distracted, as I'm sure he realized what he just said and what a mistake it was. Oh, but they're not really hiding anything in the desert. It's not like we have some secret Area 51, laboratory. That's not the point. The point is casually and out of nowhere said, yes, they do exist. And UFOs do too. Donald Trump heard this and was actually asked about it when he was on Air Force One heading back to Washington, D.C. This is what he had to say about it.
Something that got a lot of attention this week. Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
Well,
he made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it. Do you believe it, Peter?
Well, the president can declassify anything that he wants to,
Well,
so if
maybe
you
I'll
want to
get
make
him out
an
of trouble.
announcement.
I may get him out of trouble by declassifying.
We know illegal aliens are real.
Yeah, illegal. Only illegals. What else?
So just 24 hours after Donald Trump made that statement, the White House posted this to Donald Trump's Truth Social. Let me read this to you. Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and the other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of declassifying and identifying, in the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, and unidentified flying objects, UFOs. So, you probably missed that. And again, think of all of the conspiracy theories over decades that have questioned what the government knows, if we've had contact, and if this is even real, right? You have really these two concepts of not only aliens evidently being real, that's what Barack Obama said, but Donald Trump goes one step further. Says we're going to release all of the government files on UFOs, UAPs, etc., and all of these extraterrestrial life questions that we all have. This is fascinating, folks, and it slipped completely under the mainstream media's radar. The point of the matter is that the American people have been curious about this for years. And I'm curious, just for those of you that are watching, what do you think? This is, to me, just fascinating that Donald Trump and Barack Obama sparred earlier in the week, and now late Thursday night, you can see that this post was put up at 8:15 last night, totally not within the normal news cycle. Donald Trump breaks waves on what is one of the biggest, and debunking potentially, one of the biggest conspiracy theories ever. We're supporting it. So let me know what you think in those comments down below. So I was reflecting on this morning, and I remember watching an interview with Tim Burchett, who's one of the state representatives out of Tennessee, when he was being interviewed by Tucker Carlson earlier in the year. I want to play just a short clip of this for you because, again, it's fascinating what potentially is going to get released in this effort on Donald Trump's part with UFOs. Let's have a listen to that clip.
I had a very high-ranking member of the Navy describe some underwater experiences they'd had with something that was doing 200 miles. And the best thing we got is probably 40.
It was doing 200 miles an hour underwater?
Underwater, big as a football field, and that's no fish.
So is it possible, given our current understanding of physics, for any man-made machine to go anywhere near 200 miles an hour underwater?
Not with our technology, no. The best we have is probably in the high 30s. And he was converting it, of course, knots is what the Navy guys would do, but there's nothing.
If I fire a 30-06 or any high caliber rifle underwater, it doesn't go 200 miles an hour. I can probably catch it in the length of a swimming pool or so.
Or it just falls down. So we've got, and this was described to me in areas, and I was quoted on some. I was just all I do is quote people that have knowledge. But this was one that was he was talking about. There are 5 or 6, I think, deep water areas of the ocean. You've traveled a lot. I have not. There's not a lot of deep water areas around East Tennessee at Fort Loudon Lake or anything, but you're talking miles deep. And of course, you've heard this before. We know more about the surface of the moon than we do the surface of the ocean. And he said these are areas where we see a high propensity of these UFOs. And there was a case where
So again, just completely fascinating when you look at the extent of where Donald Trump is willing to go with this release of information. And this release is going to go potentially further than what any of us, I think, have ever really considered. When you look at what Tim Burchett just said on this Tucker interview, these UAPs have the ability to, we always think of UFOs, right? Going up above the clouds, and we've seen really grainy footage, all that kind of stuff. But what Tim Burchett has been talking about here is the ability to traverse underwater at hypersonic speeds, or certainly much further than what physics would ever explain for us. So I'm curious what you think, and again, what you know. What are we going to see in this release? This statement has completely flown under the radar. It started with Barack Obama leaking classified information, to Donald Trump addressing it, to now just late last night, a full release on what we know and when we knew it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. If you've yet to subscribe, please do so. To America First Alerts, we'd love to have you along for the ride. We'll see you in the next story.
We won!
Okay, let's go.
We won!